Let's pause for the moment of silence. Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Public hearings begin on Capitol Hill for the impeachment inquiry by the House of Representatives.
And with the holidays just around the corner, a group on campus prepares to bring us a white Christmas.
And an opportunity on campus to help you get physically fit. NHSTV Live starts right now.
Five hours of dramatic testimony Wednesday from key witnesses brought Capitol Hill to a standstill. As Congress embarked on the first public impeachment inquiry hearing in nearly 2 decades. The inquiry surfaced after a complaint about President Trump's alleged scheme to coerce Ukraine's help for his reflection campaign in 2020. The highest-ranking U.S. official in Ukraine, Bill Taylor, and Deputy Assistant Secretary at the State Department, George Kent, were the first 2 key witnesses to testify on Capitol Hill. House Intelligence Chairman Adam Schiff, a California Democrat, argues that our nation's values are in jeopardy, and the concept of an accountable presidency is at stake for future generations.
I don't think we can allow that to be the new normal, acceptable in any way, shape, or form, or it will not only permit this president to seek other ways to bring about interference in our election, but it will invite future presidents to do the same. So we have some very difficult questions to answer at the end of the day about what these facts require us to do.
Republican Representative Jim Jordan questioned the validity of both witnesses and their lack of interaction with President Trump.
This whole thing is a sad episode for the country, but like we said in the hearing today, 4 facts will never change. The transcript speaks for itself. There was no conditionality, no quid pro quo in the transcript. The 2 guys on the call have both been very clear. No pressure, no pushing, no linkage to investigations in both President Zelensky and President Trump have said. And of course, President Zelensky didn't pledge to do any investigations prior to the aid being released, and the Ukrainians didn't know that the aid was even on hold at the time of the call.
Trump responded to the inquiry hearing during a press conference with the president of Turkey.
I hear it's a joke. I haven't watched for 1 minute because I've been with the president, which is much more important as far as I'm concerned. This is a sham and shouldn't be allowed. It was a situation that was caused by people that shouldn't have allowed it to happen.
In school news, if you're interested in trying out for the Lady Texans soccer team or being a team manager, please stop by and talk to Coach Dukas in room 633 as soon as possible. Tryouts will take place right after Thanksgiving break on December 2nd and 3rd. For all things Lady Texans soccer, you can follow their Twitter at NHSTexans Soccer.
Now, if you're looking to improve your weightlifting skills, our school has the PE class for you. During 1st and 7th period, Coach Fresh instructs her strength and tone program. Unlike your average PE class, strength and tone focuses more on professional exercise. Any day of the week, students can work on squats or bench press form. On top of that, students also stay in shape by running on the track or practicing yoga. If you're concerned about this being a bit too much for you, don't worry. Every Friday is game day for the entire class, where they get to join with the other PE classes and play dodgeball or basketball. So be sure to keep this class in mind if you're interested in getting your PE credit for next year.
As the semester is coming to an end, your Texan Theater is putting on a show that will definitely deserve a round of Santa Applause. NHSTV reporter Gabrielle Purdy has a story.
When the temperatures start to drop and the nights get shorter, most turn to listening to Christmas music and cuddling up next to a warm fire. But our theater kids have started early, getting in the Christmas spirit with the musical White Christmas.
We've been practicing this since the school year started, so we have been singing Christmas music for many, many months, but it's really nice because I love Christmas. Everyone loves Christmas.
The story follows two dancing and singing duos, Bob and Phil and Betty and Judy, who team up to perform for Christmas Eve at the Columbia Inn in Vermont. But after rehearsals start, things go wrong.
My character, Betty, happens to have a misunderstanding with Bob Wallace, and it just kind of gets all fumbled.
The two duos not only have problems with their performance, they also struggle in their love lives as well.
There is a huge kind of love clash.
The character Betty is more serious and quiet, unlike Judy, who is more fun and outgoing, much like the boys of White Christmas.
It's pretty much the same way, coincidentally, with Bob and Phil. Bob is very reserved. He's a bit of a pessimist, and Phil is very easygoing. He's very loving, very passionate.
The story of White Christmas is a heartwarming and funny story filled with dancing and singing, and will be opening soon after Thanksgiving break on the 7th of December. So clear your calendars to come watch. This has been Gabrielle Purdy with NHSTV.
Now, you might have seen some of your favorite artists on the CMA Awards last night, but just in case you missed out, Brandon is back with your entertainment update.
Well, Ray Dawn, the CMA Awards were last night, and they were loaded with country music icons. Some of the winners from last night were Ashley McBryde winning New Artist of the Year, Garth Brooks winning Entertainer of the Year, and Arlington native Maureen Morris winning Album of the Year for her album Girl. Also, the People's Choice Awards was this past Sunday evening, with celebrities such as Kevin Hart, Jennifer Aniston, and Pink making appearances. Some of the big winners from the awards were movies such as Avengers Endgame, winning both Action Movie and Movie of 2019. Robert Downey Jr. winning Male Movie Star of 2019 for his iconic role as Tony Stark in Avengers Endgame. Zendaya winning Female Movie Star and Drama TV Star of 2019 for her role as MJ in the third Marvel blockbuster of this year in Spider-Man Far From Home, and her leading role in the HBO show Euphoria. Tom Holland winning Best Male Action Star for his leading role in Far From Home, Billie Eilish winning the award for Best Female Artist of 2019, and Shawn Mendes with a somewhat surprising win as Best Male Artist over Lil Nas X, Post Malone, Travis Scott, and Drake. Speaking of Drake, the rap titan was recently booed off stage at music festival Camp Flog Gnaw. The festival's host and fellow rapper, Tyler, the Creator, invited Drake to come perform a set at his festival. Drake was then booed off stage when fans realized he was the special musical guest and not R&B artist Frank Ocean. Tyler and other artists then went on Twitter to direct the dismay toward the crowd that booed Drake off stage, saying that the Mob Ties rapper has earned more respect than what he received. In major streaming news, Disney Plus finally released on Tuesday, along with its highly anticipated Star Wars series, The Mandalorian, and oh my! The Mandalorian is without a doubt phenomenal. It has incredible action scenes, great background story, and a major cliffhanger at the end of the first episode. The second episode will be released tomorrow on Disney Plus, and we'll be releasing a new episode every Friday following tomorrow. In some quick music news, R&B superstar Khalid dropped his latest single, Up All Night, so be sure to give it a listen. In cinematic news, Paramount released its first remake trailer to the upcoming movie Sonic the Hedgehog. The new trailer does make the movie look promising after the disaster that was the first trailer, which received such negative backlash that the studio was forced to remake the movie in its entirety. The movie is set to be released Valentine's Day 2020. There are also two major movie releases this weekend, the Matt Damon and Christian Bale-led movie Ford vs. Ferrari, and the remake of the original 1970s TV show Charlie's Angels, starring Kristen Stewart, Naomi Scott, Elizabeth Banks, and Patrick Stewart. That's all the entertainment news I have for y'all this week, Texans. Christian will be back next week with another weekly entertainment update. Back to you, anchors.
Don't forget to dress up tomorrow in your favorite Northwest Spirit wear to support our Texan football in playoffs.
Tune in tomorrow for football playoff information, and our varsity Texan basketball players will be here live in studio.
Thanks for watching, Texans. This has been NHSTV Live.